last time on Thiefsona. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, officer, it was all her idea. I had nothing to do with it.
You're not lying, are you?
No?
Very well.
Jeez.
Yes, this does happen in the game.
Now that's comedy.
What's the matter?
Oh no, Mr. Sketchy, I'm just confused.
Thank you.
No, it's because in the previous parts, I told the wonderful viewers that I linked the other parts in the description and pinned comment, and yet I didn't. But no one made a mention of it. So no, I won't be doing that this time. Even as these clickable thumbnails flash on screen, I definitely won't link anything in the description, pin comment, yes, nothing in the cards.
For real?
Alrighty, so with Kawakami in jail, and now Futaba on our team, we decide to head to the beach to get the shut-in some old natural sunlight. Yes, don't worry, I wasn't gonna skip the beach episode.
Agreed.
What?
The squid's staring at me!
So after losing monetization on the video, we decide to unwind and relax at the beach.
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit, she wants to look as slim as possible.
Oh yeah, by the way, keep an eye on Mona. He gets a little bit more irritable this episode.
Huh?
But no, the beach wasn't just for fan service, or finding out that Yusuke likes lobsters. Wait a minute.
Kiss me, you fool.
At the end of the day, we see Futaba's resolve, as she wants to officially join us, not to reform society, but to find out who killed her mother, as she is sure that her mother was looking into this mental shutdown business, and some group kept her quiet by killing her through a mental shutdown. We agree, and she gives herself the nickname Oracle. So coming back home, we see Morgana, so yeah. He's been having a lot of these dreams showing his crazy self in mementos, which is why he keeps begging us to further explore the dungeon. But no time for that, as now that Futaba is out of her hole, Big Boss takes us out for dinner with his adopted daughter and son. Yes, I think Futaba is your sister, not your lover. I'm sorry to all you CrazyFluffyWaifu fans.
I'll curse you.
Back in the mother, check, please.
Well, good to know the big boss is still his usual self.
120,000 yen?
100,000?
And I guess summer vacation is over, and we have to go back to school. Oh no, wait, how is she back already?
Let's see. We've just gotten back from jail, but starting next Monday is the school trip.
Oh yeah, that. So, I don't know if this is accurate, or how common it is, or because the developers wanted to use Atlas's funds to take a holiday overseas.
That's a huge jump in logic in so many ways.
But the school has a trip to Hawaii. Yes, a high school gets to go overseas for no reason. Right after their summer holidays. Man, why are you so lucky?
Takamaki-san! You can speak English, right?
That's amazing.
Huh?
But I guess being back at school means we gotta do our Phantom Thief job, as now a lot of people are noticing us, and the fan site has been flooded with requests. Wait, Mona, what did you say?
Just stick this baby in. Don't tell me. Just stick this baby in. But I'm not comfortable going that far.
Ooh, is Futaba gonna do something amazing again?
No! Of course not.
Anyway, we are back on the exposed public walkway. Please just stop. I know you all share one brain cell, but there are people right behind you. At least stand up using the laptop.
No.
The group discuss how instead of targeting one guy, maybe they should look into that person in the black mask, the one who has been killing people with mental shutdowns. we remember that Makoto's sister was investigating them, and so Futaba gives her the hacker's Deus Ex Machina USB that will somehow hack everything on her laptop if she plugs it in. But before she goes home to do that, we cut back to Principal Polpo,
What?
who seems a bit stressed
Gag.
that his boss is now cutting him off for failing to find the Phantom Thieves.
What up?
Oh, nothing, Ryuji. Oh, nothing important's happening? Okay, next scene.
Seriously, why does this keep happening? What? A lot of the second years this year happen to be unique. What? Don't worry.
So it seems like Makoto will be joining us on the school trip, and I feel I should mention that because these dudes ain't in the same grade. No, Anne and us, we are in the same class, Ryuji same grade but in a different class, Makoto is in an older grade, Futaba is younger but homeschooled, and Yusuke from another school. It's just a good reminder because it often does feel like they are from the same class at one school. But anyway, Makoto goes home to her sister's laptop and downloads the important files.
Yes?
And somehow getting the important files very easily, she goes to Futaba's room with the others as the Inkling takes a look at it while we discuss how fun Hawaii will be.
Big and thick.
Yusuke, however, at a different school, will also be going to another city since, well, apparently every Japanese school takes them on a trip around the world.
I believe it's Los Angeles. That makes no sense at all.
Here comes some interesting data.
So we pretty much learned that Sei was correct in thinking that the shutdowns are related to the cognitive stuff that we've been doing, and is getting hot on our heels. Futaba says she will have analyzed all the data by the time we get back from our trip. Mona, however, gets all angry that she's getting all this praise, and well, I'll explain my thoughts on this spoiled boy later on.
What did you say?
Guess here we go to another country. Boy, I sure can't wait to explore it in depth and spend many hours there.
I think that was sarcasm.
Why don't we take a group shot before we take off?
Let me see. Let me see.
So off we go to...
Hawaii! So this is why Kiki.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I am so embarrassed.
We then get to our hotel and see, oh no! It's Mishima, the dude who runs our fan site. Did you know that mac and cheese is the #1 cause of early deaths in teenagers?
What are you, the king of random facts? Oh, then is it okay if I room with you?
Oh jeez, oh no, fine, but no weird stuff, okay? I know you idolize me and all, but please just be normal, okay? Like Anne, she's normal. Be like Anne.
I wanted to eat pancakes.
Anyway, back at our room.
Phantom Aficionado website. Fan site for short.
Oh yeah, even the game agrees that he's forgettable and has to remind us his role again. I'm sorry fans of him, I just find him so boring.
True.
Oh, wow. President of a company called Okumura Foods is rising very quickly up the rankings.
Buddy, we're on a holiday. Please calm down. I need to keep an eye out for that Kawakami. She has it in for me ever since I put her behind bars.
Exploits their employees.
Anyway, Ryuji saves us by barging in because his roommate brought their GF to their room, and then Anne comes in saying her roommate went to her BF's room while taking her key and locking her out. And so after playing some cards, Ryuji has to sleep on the floor.
Me?
This is such a fun trip. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's Yusuke. He somehow lands in Hawaii instead of LA. Classic Yusuke.
Agreed.
Anyway, on the Saturday, we have the most dreaded choice. Who do we hang out with in Hawaii? Well, I'm definitely not going with Kawakami since she... Oh no, she found me!
Look, garlic shrimp.
Please, miss. I don't want to be seen with a felon.
Tasting the local delicacies is an absolute must on vacation.
Please, no, stop. You just got out of jail.
Fine.
My God!
I think I'm craving a beer.
A beer. Well, I know she has bad taste.
And ask him to change people's hearts so everyone loves shrimp.
And so on the romantic beach of Hawaii, Kawakami holds us at knife point to spend some time with her.
I'm worried that you're lonely. Ta-da!
Wait, is that a handcuff?
Just kidding.
This trip was so bad. Why can't I spend it with my friends? Why can't I spend it with my friends? Wait, what? Time just rewound itself? Yes, quickly, Ryuji, just get me out of here. So us three go, looking for, Hawaii waifus. Here are some.
Hi there.
Sorry, we don't take too kindly to youngins.
But who cares about them, because I have found the best waifu. Why is he so precious?
This is absurd.
And thus ends our trip in Hawaii, where we spent plenty of time asking people about the Phantom Thieves and find out that, yeah, our group is Mr. Worldwide. Also back in Japan, the principal gets mental shut down by the black mask person and dies. So we go home.
He's been influenced.
Futaba tells us that Sei's research indicates one dude as a beneficiary from all the shutdowns, since a lot of people who died were rivals to his company, that being the Okumura group. And in addition to this, his name has been the most requested on the fan site, reaching quite surprising high numbers. The group argues amongst themselves as some feel this is getting a bit too much, that they didn't expect the group to be this popular. It's kind of overwhelming, while others want to keep pushing the boundaries. And well, Morgana lets out his piece.
Sheesh, some team you are.
He gets fed up with us for no real reason, and that we don't care about being thieves, and we don't value Morgana's services to the group, and yep, he runs away.
I can't believe this.
No, I'm not kidding, prosecutor. This happens all in the space of a few hours of gameplay. No, I mean the bit about the talking cat. Oh, that.
I can't believe this.
We see Mona walk past no one important, then suddenly is dying to a palace of robots. Am I seriously playing the same game?
No, not yet.
Anyway, the group decides to check out the Okumura group, who by the way own that burger shop that we frequent. Yes, we have been funding him this whole time. And so we head to his head office.
Holy crap, this place is huge.
So as you know by now, we have no tact about acting out in public and start blabbing about palaces and such when Mr. Sketchy comes up. Thus, we enter Okumura's palace, a factory of some sort with robots.
What is that?
Oh yeah, right, I would have put in an Oompa Loompa meme here, but thanks YouTube copyright.
In your face.
So we wander further in, looking for Mona, since he's most likely run off trying to show us what he can do without us, but instead, we get roadblocked. And who should appear but, Mona and, some girl? Hey, tell them to fall off the horse. I mean, your name is Beauty Thief.
My name is Beauty Thief.
Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, it's the DVD checkout girl.
Good day.
I'm sorry I never returned my copy of Big Ass's XXXXX. I'll pay the fine.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
You, that's it. Good, I so that's it. You. Enough with the idle chit chat. Yeah, tell them. Enough with the chit. You.
Me?
My name is Idle Chit Chat. Learn and take a hint.
Huh?
And you,
Me?
you're very vulgar. Yeah, tell them. And you, that's no idle chit chat. And very stupid.
What?
We see her opening the roadblock, but our big group runs scared at the sight of some harmless robots, and we flee to the real world. So it looks like Mona is teaming up with this mysterious girl who we have never seen before, but Makoto thinks that she goes to our school, and so we scour the yearbooks and find out, yep, she does. And guess what they used to tell who that girl was?
It's so fluffy!
So this is Haru Okumura. Yep, that daughter of the dude we're trying to take down. I guess, well, since she is at our school, we should try to talk to her.
You looked really good in that biker gang outfit. Let's
Not talk about that.
She refuses our help as Mona awakened her persona, and together they want to reform her dad, and she is worried that the Phantom Thieves aren't really doing the right thing, according to what Mona told her. We then see her and her father, Ray Romano,
That's already. Make it upright.
who tells her that she has to be nice to some politician's son to help his company, i.e. he's marrying her off for some company synergy.
What?
We then decide to stake out in Mementos, since Mona really loves the place, and apologize to him. Ryuji, however, just literally opens his mouth, and Mona does too 180s and drives off. So we chase him down. Gee, isn't this fun Persona gameplay, everyone?
Yes.
After baiting us, he and Haru escape into the real world, where she is then confronted by her forced crazy fiancé.
Haru, you little.
What the? Goddamn cat! Damn that Morgana! Body!
Wait, that sounded like Smash Mouth. Oh, maybe they are in the alley. Oh wait, it's just Mona. And dude, wait, what the heck are you doing to her?
You won't forget your faces.
We take Haru back home, and Mona finally admits to his wrongdoing and says he might not be a human, and that's okay, but he still wants to be part of the team, thus resetting the status quo. So a lot of people will say that this is easily the worst section in the entire game. That little bit we just saw. How Mona does so many 180s his neck would break, all to hastily force the introduction of Haru into the story and give her some purpose. Don't get me wrong, I utterly despise that fiancé dude and the situation and how he forces himself onto her, but the way the game handles Morgana's little fit here kind of ruins that a little bit. Anyway, Haru says that she won't keep quiet anymore and wants to help us change her father's heart, so maybe he can be a better dad and stop that forced marriage thing. The others leave for their homes, but Haru stays over with Futaba and the next morning has breakfast with us.
What's going on here? You brought over another girl? You got a boyfriend?
Please, I'm eating breakfast over here.
Yeah, tell them.
Haru, however, when she gets home, finds her dad incredibly angry, as the fiancé told him what happened, and says you will be forced to live with him in a few weeks. Bad news for her, but this becomes our deadline to reform the CEO. And so we head into his palace, which we realize is on the moon, somehow. And going further in, we come up against the Shadow Okumura.
This is insane on so many levels.
He brings in his version of the fiancé to have his way with her here, and this enrages Haru to finally awaken her true persona. As before, Morgana awoke some weak one in her that did no damage.
You're too late.
Oh no, she's been naughted.
Organization 13!
Thus, we have her on our team, giving her the nickname Noir, and we head further in. I will say I did like the whole premise of a factory on the moon, but it kinda was a bit too big and confusing, especially with these portal bits. Yes, it's cool to fly in space. No, it's not cool to get lost here.
That is unfair.
So we find the treasure and exit to get ready to give him the calling card. Now, as you know, we finished early, so I guess it's free time. Oh, fine. I'll spend some time with you, Kawakami.
Oh yeah?
Alright, we discussed the finer works of Picasso. Can we please go? Fine, I'll go with you on the Ferris wheel. I am having so much fun.
Anyway.
We get Haru to give her father the calling card to make his treasure visible for us to steal. However, it seems like he was expecting it and immediately goes to the police to tell them about it and that it will happen within the next day. Haru tells us about this and I guess we still have to go through with it to stop the whole marriage thing.
Damn it, this isn't a game.
Oh.
Jeez.
So we go back in to steal the treasure, but as with every single time before, you would think these dumbos would expect it by now. He removes the treasure to his UFO, and as we corner him, he fakes forgiveness, then trapping us
What?
and telling Haru and Mona to join him. Haru finally stands up to her father and says you shouldn't misuse your company like that, poorly treating your workers for profits, and also Mona jumps in like,
I'd fight for my friends.
and Bart Simpson's his remote control freeing us, thus starting the battle. And I guess the gimmick here is that there's a timer, just to add a little spice to the battle, but we easily win and he says he will call off the wedding. Mona, however, pushes him to reveal who the masked person is, and he admits yes, he did call in requests to them to take out his competitors with mental shutdowns. However, with the palace collapsing, we conveniently have to leave before we find out who it is. Haru asks us if we should bring him with us, but Mona reassures her that her father will be fine, as he is still alive, so nothing will happen to her real-world dad. Oh no, it's the person in the black mask. Boy, this can't be good.
Really?
So we escape and begin to wait for him to change his heart. Now I won't go into too much detail here, but we just spend more time with confidants, or level up our personality to talk to them some more. It honestly can be a bit repetitive to some people at this point, that this is all we do between palaces. And also, unfortunately to fans of the other confidants, I won't be able to go in depth as how I did with Kawakami. I mean, it is a 90-hour game. I have to cut corners somewhere. But for reference, these were my favorite confidants. And also, we managed in this time to get Ryuji to rank 10, who thanks us for helping him so much after, he kinda dragged us into the Kamoshida thing. And best boy becomes best bro, meaning his persona levels up. So yes, there is a gameplay reason to ranking up your teammates to level 10. Haru calls us to the rooftop to help us water, her plants. And we say the school festival should be the big celebration for changing her father's heart and her joining our team. Haru, well, she's rich, says, lol no, get some money you poor people, and books out the entire Destiny Land for us to celebrate. No, I'm not kidding. We got the whole park to ourselves. But of course we don't get to explore it at all.
In your face.
And with perfect timing, there is a live stream of Mr. Okumura's apology, so we tune in and well... Hey boy, that was exceedingly more creepy than anything in the entire game so far. Jeez, I'm so sorry, Haru. And well, despite him apologizing, before he reveals who the black mask person is, he dies. Something that's never happened before for us. Haru is questioned by Sei about this, and although she keeps quiet, the police inform Sei that they found our calling card in the principal's office. And back with Futaba, she actually finds out that someone hacked the fan site, which is why Okumura's name skyrocketed to the top of suggested people to reform. It seems like the person that SIU guy was calling all this time was orchestrating the whole thing to get us to change Mr. CEO's heart, who works for him, and thus making the person in the black mask kill him, so as to say, kill two birds with one stone. As now, Sei is incredibly close to catching us, believing that we are also the principal's killer, and online everywhere, we are getting blamed for that CEO's death. As every day we play, we see the pole that was slowly rising through the whole game, drop dramatically, as the public's perception of us is now changed. We are apparently killers. The game then cuts to Sei, showing how she wants to bring us in for justice's sake, and then cutting back to future Sei in the interrogating room while getting more dizzy from the drugs. We see her question us, for the big one, as to why our next major target, the person we aim to reform, was Miss Nijima herself.
My name is... Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Sheik.